Happy Monday to you. We have 5 Jetts that will not fly away, but we will be talking about them today. Hello everyone, my name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebekah.
And we are your Bourbon Journey.
Welcome to this really fun tasting. We are spending the month of January looking at things we purchased in late 2025 and didn't get a chance to open. Yes, we have 5 Old Jett bottles by Neely Family Distillery here. This is not a contest, not a blind. We're just gonna taste them again. Wayne, why don't you share a little bit about why Royce started Old Jett?
Be glad to do that. In 1881, James Jett joined his 3 brothers, Joseph, George, and Albert, to establish a distillery located at the confluence of Kentucky and Ohio rivers near Carrollton, Kentucky. The Jett Brothers Distilling Company mashed 240 bushels per day, yielding 20 full barrels of Kentucky bourbon. Unfortunately, the Jett Brothers Distillery did not survive Prohibition. What remains of the original distillery is located about 10 miles from the current distillery, and as such, much of the terroir influence that was found in the Jett Brothers bourbon is also found in the taste profile of my bourbon.
Royce Neeley wrote that, so that's who that is. And I'm going to share ever so briefly about the bottles we're tasting today for Old Jett. The first one is finished in a sake barrel for 8 months. It is 101 proof. Finished in a wine cask, which is Amarone, and new toasted French oak for 7 months. It is 100 proof. Red port wine barrel finish for 22 months. Its proof is 106.7. Is maple syrup barrel finish for 7 months. Its proof is 107. Finally, we will end the flight with new toasted French oak finish for 41 months, and its proof is 127.24. Now, if you know anything about Neely's, they don't typically do high proof things, so that's pretty high for them. And we did taste that one. That was the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, was it not?
Yes.
So a couple of these, the maple finish and the toasted oak, were both from the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. The other 3 we picked up on a fall trip to Neely's Family Distillery. So let's get started on the sake. I'm excited.
Well, I'm looking forward to this one here. This is one that Rebekah signed to us.
She did.
She was taking a trip. We couldn't see her. She came back and signed the bottle because she knew we were going to come get it that day. Mm-hmm. Great lady.
I'm not sure if you're sake fans. We actually kind of like sake. It's pretty tasty. If we go to a restaurant that has sake and that matches what we're eating that day, we will often get some sake. It's light and bright.
I mean, it smells like a traditional bourbon, so I'm not picking up the sake in it yet.
It smells to me a little bright, light. Mm-hmm. It's not heavy in any way. It's lovely though. Almost has some light fruit notes. I'm not sure what they would be, but light fruit notes and some great legs forming here.
Now there is something as I get into it a little bit more that is unfamiliar. And my guess to me is that might be the sake component.
Well, let's go ahead and taste it.
Well, what not?
Cheers to sake.
Sake. To me, it's that grain finish that I get at Neely's, which is the reason why I love this brand. And Jett is really special.
Mm-hmm. It drinks a little warmer than it is for me, but it is my first sip of the day. But it's not hot, but it's got some great little pops going on with it.
And there's an interesting sweetness, and I think this is the sake part. Mm-hmm. All the grains that I'm getting, I'm now meeting with a very unfamiliar taste that at the same time I could say is familiar.
It's like a light fruit of some sort, but I can't pinpoint it.
Yes.
It tastes kind of fruity to me.
I'm not sure if it's fruity, but it's different. And it's a good different. I really dig it.
Yeah, we recently had some Japanese whiskey, rice whiskey. It's kind of bringing back some of those notes to me for what we had there, which was really
that's a good call.
I'm ready to move on to the next one. And we do have little notes here just so we don't get confused our glass. So this is the Amarone, which is a wine, and new toasted French oak. I love wine finishes, and I also love new toasted French oak. I'm not sure I've had them done together before.
I don't think so.
What I'm recalling, the lovely young woman that was waiting on us that day at Neely's, she said, I have one bottle of something in the back. I think it was made for a charity barrel.
Yes.
And this was it. She goes, do you want to taste it? You could buy the last bottle. So I was like, yeah. And yeah.
We may be one or two short, but I believe we have every version they've released.
We're pretty close.
Yeah.
We try to catch up every time we stop by. I'm certainly getting some wine on here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not picking up the French oak yet, which typically for me is a lot of French vanilla. But the grape notes, the wine notes are really coming forward on the nose.
And it's funny because as the first one in the sake, I was picking up the grain on the nose and then something unfamiliar. This one here, I'm picking up the wine. I'm not picking up the grains.
This has some great legs that have formed on it. So let's go ahead and give it a taste.
Okay, well.
To the wine and French oak finish. Cheers. Wow. That's got this grapey kind of thing going on as soon as you get it in your mouth.
That's really scary.
It's really good.
That is really, really scary in that it has all the enjoyment that I have in bourbon combined with all the enjoyment that I get with wine.
Especially red wine.
I almost hate to admit this, but this is a bottle I could probably plow through. It brings back too many memories of when I could go through a bottle of wine and still be the one driving home.
Okay, I'll be hiding the bottle. Just kidding.
No, I won't drink it. I drink it that fast. It's very good.
I'm still trying to find some of those oak notes, the French oak. I'm feeling like that's what I'm getting on the finish a bit, because the nose and the palate is wine all day. And it's still bourbon. It has not overtaken the bourbon. You still know you are drinking a bourbon. But then on the finish is where I'm starting to get these nice oak notes. It's a sweet oak, like French oak would be. And I think it's just really well balanced.
I'm almost getting a tad bit of coffee in the back.
Interesting.
That might be what you're talking about, the French, but my palate is telling me coffee. Yeah, it's very good.
Excellent. It'd be another wine one. But this is going into a region that we love, which is a red port wine. Much heavier. If you're a wine drinker at all, you know, port wines are about as heavy a wine because they are fortified.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to be careful with those port wines. They could sneak up on you.
This isn't as distinct to me.
This was bright grapes, right? This is darker, deeper, that almost jammy kind of thing going on. It doesn't smell like grapes necessarily. It smells jammy.
Okay.
That's a very common saying at a winery. Fruity, jammy.
I'm finally starting to get stuff as I move the glass around more because I think it's finally getting it up into my schnozola.
These were all fresh cracks today. We did pour them a little bit early so they have a chance to breathe, but every one of them's a fresh crack.
You get down there, you can get the port. It's not as evident as this one here, but it is there.
And I love the color on this. It's really deep and dark. It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's very appealing.
To the port wine finish.
Port wine, cheers.
Cheers. Oh, yeah, that's jammy port wine right there. Really good. Not sweet. It's very controlled. For me, it's drinking more like a tawny port. And it could be the interaction with the bourbon to make it feel more like a tawny port than a ruby port.
A lot of times where I drink this stuff, I tend to get whatever the finish is toward the back. This one here is actually the reverse. I'm getting the port in the front, and as it gets toward the back, I'm getting the grains. I tell you, Royce Neeley, I don't know if you've been to Neeley Family Distillery, but Royce Neeley, he could take a flip-flop and ferment it and figure out and make it work. The guy is a genius, and they know what they're doing. I mean, my gosh.
Now, the ones that they have for sale right now, they tell you on the website if they're made with one of their high rye bourbons or made with one of their wheated bourbons. A lot of these are not currently available, so I wasn't positive. Did a little research so I could find out, but we know that some of these could have a wheated background to them, so we might get some different notes, and some might have a high rye bourbon background to them. So that could really influence the finish profile as well.
This one here, if I remember correctly, was described in the notes that my wife provided for me to read is a breakfast type. This is the maple.
They have the only bourbon I've ever claimed to be a breakfast bourbon.
Yeah.
That is their 4 grade. It's like a breakfast bourbon to me. But this one we tried at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival this year. This has a lovely nose. I'm not getting hit in the face with maple syrup.
No, I'm getting traditional bourbon here.
But it's got some sweetness on it, and it's very rich. And that's probably what the maple is doing here, is making a very rich nose. Great legs. Cheers to the maple syrup barrel.
Cheers.
Maybe we'll have it for breakfast.
Cheers.
Now I get it.
Oh, yeah.
Not sweet though, but it is so rich and viscous. It just lays on your tongue, and it is like a rich maple syrup, not like one that's super sweet like a real one. Not like you went and picked up the cheap maple syrup at the grocery store to put on your pancakes. This is, you went to some place that actually pulls maple out of the tree. It's really hearty.
We have a friend of ours, Chris Thompson, who does videos on his Facebook page. And he's a guy that basically takes bourbon and mixes them with food. He's eaten some cereal with bourbon.
Oh, yeah. Fruit Loops, all kinds of
And I
stuff.
probably will tell him, Chris, get a bottle of this and put it on a pancake and do a video. I would really be curious what your reaction would be, because I think it'd work.
I love the nose on this. And like I said, you would think this would be the sweetest one out of the group. I don't think it is. I might think the sake one might have been the sweetest so far.
I think this is sweeter than sake.
You do? Okay.
I think it's more direct.
I'm finding it to be dark sweetness, if that makes sense.
It's really good.
It's got a really nice finish on it as well. I feel like the maple carries through on the finish. It's a great experience bourbon.
Excellent. So this is the last one. This is the last bottle that we got at Kentucky Bourbon Fest from Rebekah and Royce. They handed us the bottle with what was left, and we got to take that home, which was, I think it was probably about up to here.
It's gone.
And it's gone.
It was like 1/2 ounce pour each.
Yeah,
It wasn't a lot in there.
We took it out to our patio and finished it one night.
But I remember him yelling because several people were tasting, and he goes, "Mom, take that off. It's gone. When did Rebekah have it?"
Yeah.
This is the one that was finished the longest. I think it was 41 months. And new toasted French oak. Again, I love a toasted French oak. And it's the one that's 127.24 proof, if I'm recalling. It's got some great legs. Again, everything they do has great legs because they are pot distilled. They are uncut, unfiltered. So you're going to get a lot more viscosity doing that. So I'm probably just being redundant saying everything has great legs on it.
I personally think Royce makes sure that they have great legs to pay homage to his wife. It's got this sweetness where we haven't really talked about it. This is where you can pick up the French oak.
It's got a really nice French vanilla on it.
And it's tickling my nose. Yeah, I'm ready to taste it now.
Okay.
So, cheers to the French oak with some pop. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm almost Kentucky chewing that because I'm wanting to get it in every crevice. It's so good.
And compared to all of these, this is hot. It's got the heat with it.
Oh yeah, it's got a lot more proof.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I'm not finding it offensive in any way. I'm just going to be clear about that.
No.
It is just really nice. I'm getting a lot of those French oak, which is like French vanilla flavors on this. It's creamy. It's almost like having a French vanilla custard. It's just fantastic.
It's really an outstanding bottle.
And with that viscosity and that proof, it's got a fantastic finish. I'm getting some wood notes. This is probably the one I got the most wood notes on the finish.
Oh, I would agree. Because I didn't get wood notes on any of them. But in this case, no. This one here, you can kind of get it.
It's really good. I'm just curious. We're not doing a contest, but do you have a favorite from today, or is it just too hard? It's hard for me.
I really like them all. I'll just say that. The one surprising me the most is this one here, the maple syrup barrel. I was not expecting it to be that good, and it is really good. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. The sake I want to lean on a little bit more because I do like sake, and that one didn't stand out to me as much, but sake tends to be subtle. It's a little different.
Yeah, I was going to say that for me, the most different one out of the batch was probably the sake. These all had some kind of dark, deep, jammy, woody, really great finish notes. This one was light and bright. It's kind of the spring issue of these. I would call this the most spring drinking thing here. And that was really fascinating for me. It's like a light fruit or a melon going on, and it was just super interesting. I love both the wine finishes because they both had wine. If it's a wine finish that knocks out the bourbon, I'm not happy. If it's a wine finish, I can't tell it's a wine finish, I'm not happy. These were a beautiful marriage with the bourbon and the wine. As you said, the maple syrup, you expect that to be super sweet and syrupy. And while it had the viscosity almost of syrup because it was so rich and creamy, it did not have the sweetness. But of course, I love a high proof, so no loser here. Now, I do want to share, you should stop by and see them. If you're coming from Kentucky, going north towards Cincinnati, it's on the 71 north. If you're coming from Cincinnati, it'll be on the 71 south. Look for signs for the Kentucky Speedway, and you can't miss Neely Family Distillery. But I will share on the screen right now, I looked up what they had for sale today. They had several of these available, and they do online purchases. It depends on where you live, if they can ship or not, or you can stop by. So they have some great things available, so check them out. If you're interested in trying an Old Jett, we highly recommend that. We highly recommend anything that Royce Neeley puts out. So you need to stop by there and see them.
Absolutely. I'm going to raise my glass to Royce and Rebekah and the Old Jett. Every time I see these bottles, I think of Paul McCartney's song Jett from when he was with Wings. And that's one of my favorite songs of his. And Old Jett, that's one of my favorites that you do, which is tied with about everything else you do. Cheers to all of you out there. If you like what we do, hit the subscribe button. Please make an opportunity and time to visit the family of Royce and Rebekah and try one of their outstanding bourbons. Cheers.
Cheers.